Yeah, I mean, we played well in singles. I mean, it was played really well with number one doubles too, and then singles. Considering we were shorthanded with what our lineup is going to be, um, guys that didn't maybe think they were going to get opportunities played well, and we had a lot of guys out of position, and we fought really hard and played at a high level and pushed them. I mean, I know the score doesn't indicate how close that match actually was. Sometimes that happens the way we keep score, but I told our team we don't have anything critical to go over. We can watch a little bit of video and learn from a few mistakes, but I mean, the guys played well and they competed well and they were a team, and so that was fun to watch.
You opened the season against the top 25 team. What do you think the playing against an
Yeah,
opponent
it's
like
not
that
a
let
big
you
deal.
learn about this team?
It's not a big deal.
Well, what did it make you learn about this team with its first match of the season?
I mean, we have a lot of new guys, so it's not, playing Florida, we can't be worrying about that. I mean, we got, I mean, if we think it's a big deal to play them, then, we're just always going to be behind. So we don't look at it that way. I mean, we've been top 10 in the country. We've beaten the top teams in the country, so we'll play anyone, anytime, anywhere, especially when we have all our players. And, so it's just a match for us. We always open with them because it's the SEC schedule with it being so packed. That's the way it works out. So we're happy to do it, and we want to keep doing it. So it's for me, it's getting to learn our new players the most part. That's really what tonight we want to win the match, but it's we play a tough schedule, so we know we're not trying to go undefeated. Tennis isn't like that. We're like college basketball. I mean, so you play good teams and you get ready for the tournaments at the end. That's what we do. So I saw a lot of good things, and we'll keep improving, and we'll be there at the end.
You talk about how the score doesn't really indicate how close that match was. How would you describe that, and what do you think the difference was here?
Well, I mean, the difference was, in a couple spots. I mean, you see like three doubles. There was a big difference there for them and us, and maybe Luca, needs a little more experience. There's a couple spots where, and that's what happens. I mean, those matches will get away from you if you lose a couple points easy, and so that's kind of what happened in the doubles, and that's a little bit what happened at five. And so, those we want to be more competitive, because once you do that and you win a set somewhere else, or everyone's moving down the lineup, it changes the complexion of the match. And so, we knew tonight going in there was going to be one or two that got away from us. I mean, that's against a team like Florida, and that's that can happen. And so, but it's a good experience for the guys that had to go do that today. So, yesterday they weren't expecting to have to do that, and today they had to, and they'll learn from it, and all our guys are improving, which is fun to see. I mean, we're from fall to now, even guys that didn't win, or even some guys that had tough fall like that, you can see progress, which you don't always see. So that's kind of nice.
You mentioned. So Boggy, of course, came out and got a win to avoid the shutout for you guys. How would you say his specific improvement from the fall, and what do you think the team needs to do in order to pick up their first win of the season tomorrow against Georgia Southern?
Yeah, I mean, Boggy beat a good player with Will Grant. I mean, they're both experienced players. I think they're both fifth-year seniors. So, we knew that match was going to be close one way or another, and for him to pull that out, he played all fall, or most of the fall, with a broken wrist, and battled and won some matches, lost some matches. When you're playing with one arm, you're going to lose some matches. And but I think what he did in actually at the Gainesville tournament, ironically, the way he fought and learned to compete a little bit, and kind of helped him here. And so, those are big for Bobby, because he needs those little confidence boosts, because he's playing really well, and he deserved to win, and you want to get that win when you outplay the guy, or at least where you feel like you're in control. And maybe Will thought he was in control, because I think they both played good tennis at times, but on the changeovers bogging, he was never panicked. He always felt like he was in control. We were able to execute a lot of the things we wanted to execute, and so he, at the end of the match, you want to get that win because you deserve it.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right.
Thank you very much.